Hi, my beauties. Yelena here with Aneley Cosmetics, and today we decided, like literally with Lori here, something very spontaneous. Of course, we're going to record this, but I said, you know what? Let's play. She is not familiar so much with the Jewish traditions of Shabbat makeup, and I'm very familiar. And I said, listen, why don't we just play with makeup? I'm going to teach you something new. She's already an amazing influencer. She's already working with a lot of different brands, and I thought, let me show you something different. Okay, makeup industry is saturated with a bunch of things. Let's play and let's do a little tutorial. Well, I will do it and you'll repeat after me. And then, Lori is very creative, so she actually told me that I can use certain products for other things. And I think we're just going to dive right into it. Today I am with Lori Coppola. She is a beauty influencer. She has her own group, and I'm going to link it down below. Please follow her. She's amazing. She's a sweetheart. She's extremely supportive. Literally whatever I post, she reposts. And that is, we need to build each other up in the beauty community. So unfortunately, we don't have too much of that because there's so much competition. So I really appreciate you, Lori. You're a sweetheart. I'm so happy that you reached out to me and we've actually met. We've worked together with Lori in the past. She has reviewed my line before, so she does have my Shabbat line with me. Today, we're going to be talking about specifically Shabbat makeup, the application, how to do it, the ins and outs of it, little tips and tricks, and we're going to apply it in front of you today. So I hope you're going to enjoy it. Lori, thank you so much for being here tonight with me. I'm really, really excited. I've never actually done it like this before. So here we go. So you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, thank you for having me, Elena. Well, I'm on Instagram and on Facebook. This is what I do. I create and I help educate people about different brands and different makeup. So I'm really excited about learning about the Shabbat makeup, and let's get started.
Awesome. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to show you what this is. So this is Shabbat Makeup Kit, okay? I already have a video if you want to dive into like what it is. I'm going to link it down below so you could see it, but I'm going to just quickly show you. When you open it, you take out this card. I'm going to go here. Okay, so in this card, you have step-by-step tutorial. Okay, here's a written version, and over here there are QR codes. I'm going to bring it close. Okay, so you have the Shabbat rules, how to apply makeup, the QR codes over here, and the link if you don't want to scan, you just want to type it in. These are the YouTube videos that I produced, and very, very easy to follow with little tips and tricks on how to do things very quickly. And this makeup can actually be applied on Shabbat. Shabbat is a Jewish holiday for those of you who don't know. And on this particular holiday, we are not supposed to be applying regular traditional makeup such as liquids and creams, and we can only apply specific type of powder. It has to be an approved powder by a rabbi who's qualified, not just any rabbi, but a qualified rabbi that understands the history, understands the laws. And we got it. It took us like a year, but we got it. Can you feel my excitement? Like, I can't. It took me so long. But thank God we have an amazing rabbi who approved the line. And I, of course, wanted to bring it out because this has been such a pain point for many, many women who love makeup, such as myself and millions of other Jewish women, but we could not apply a traditional makeup. So there are a lot of rules that are associated with it, and some of the rules are you have to have a very clean, dry face. You cannot overlap colors. You have to use different brushes for different products, and I'm going to demonstrate it today. And also, you cannot use any liquids or creams. So those are the basic rules. In terms of application, I will go step by step with you, and we're literally just gonna have some fun with Lori. Lori, I hope you're just as excited as I am. I love watching women that are outside of my religion to do this, and I always think, what are they thinking? How do they feel about it? What is the thought process? That's how I feel when I'm bringing something in from a different culture. I'm just so amazed and interested, and I don't know, I'm always a curious George. So I guess you're the same as I am, Lori. So oh my God, so let's get started. So when you get this, after you checked out the card, in here, okay, we have light and medium kits. We're working on the dark kit. But in here, you're going to open with shrink wrap everything. So everything comes to you protected, so you don't, mess with it. You get 5 blushes, all 5 blushes from my line. In the light kit, you're going to receive the lighter shades and 1 mid shade, basically between the light and the medium. I always include that one in both kits in case you are kind of borderline light medium. So I always include that shade into the kits. Both kits have it. So you're going to receive my matte foundations, the light shades, and the shiny foundations with a little glow. Also, you're going to receive all 3 colors of the lip powder. Okay, yes, you can apply lip powder on the lips. It's safe. So what I'm going to do now is, and Lori, I don't know if yours is open already, but I'm going to just open mine. It does have the perforated line, so you could just basically tear it open like this or like this. It's very, very simple. Just kind of twist it. And you get the little pots like this. When you open it, it has 0.2 grams of powder in it. This is a tester kit, a sampler kit to sample the colors. So I would assume you can use this for at least a face, but the way you would do it is you're going to open the foundations first, make sure that your face is clean because that's how you're going to wear it on Shabbat. Then you're going to just dip your finger into it, okay? Make sure it's a clean finger. Dip into just a random color because now you're going to be just testing it, and apply it onto your skin. Just apply it like right above the jawline. The reason why I like applying it right above the jawline is because it really is in between the darkest place on my skin, which is the face, right? Because it's directly absorbing all the sunlight, and the lightest place, which is my neck. Neck is usually lighter because it's hiding under your chin, right? So it is significantly lighter, at least a shade, I would say. So you want to make sure you match. It's very easy to match this foundation because it warms up, the minerals warm up on your face, and it kind of picks up the natural chemistry of what the pigments and shows up. So as you can see, this one blends perfectly on my skin, even though this is actually a darker color, but it blends perfectly. So you're gonna go through all of the foundations in matte. If you want matte, it's there anyway. You can try the mattes or you can try the shimmers or both. And then you're going to move on to the either lip or blush. Now blushes are easy because you can it'll go a long way. And with the blushes, you can mix and match and interchange them. It's not like you have to perfectly match it to your skin tone. So you're going to go for the blush. Okay, there are 5 blushes. You're also going to open it right here. Just tear it down. It's very simple. And same thing. I'm going to put on Flirt. You're just going to, this is for testing purposes. That's why I like to use my finger. You can use a brush. So I'm going to just dot it on, and either with a brush or a finger, kind of just rub it in a little bit. I like this color. I actually like all the colors. They all look good on me. But this is how you would choose your shade before purchasing a full-size product. And of course, with lip powders, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to grab them. You're going to open it. And you can use also your finger just to kind of test which color you like. Lori, that looks gorgeous. What color is that?
Yes, this is precious.
Ooh.
Love it.
I think I'm ready to go out. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
I literally just put on this one color and it looks perfect. Isn't makeup fun? I mean, like literally, didn't you discover a whole different animal like in the world of makeup when it comes to Shabbat makeup? You probably had no idea that there was someone in the world who couldn't apply regular makeup on one of the days of the week, right? I know. I mean, to me, it was also crazy, even though I am Jewish, but I never heard of, not wearing regular makeup. So to me, it was just like, whoa. So now that we've chosen the color that we like, I'm going to show you how to apply it. So you ready, Lori?
I'm ready.
Your color?
I'm ready. I'm just going to
Take your time, not in a rush.
put this off.
We may be the same color. Am I right or am I right? Or maybe, are we both the same color?
We are close, but I
think
I could actually use a few different colors.
Oh,
Which is
creative.
Which is nice. But actually, I have chosen buff.
Buff. Okay. I love buff because buff is actually pretty universal. Even though it looks light, but I'm telling you, I can actually pull it off. And I'm like a medium. I know light is really hitting me now, and I'm like pretty light right now, but I'm actually kind of like a light medium shade, and I can pull off buff. The thing about this foundation I want to mention, like the thing about all of my foundations throughout my whole line, is that what do you call it? The actual pigments, they kind of self-adjust on you. Okay, so that's one of the kind of, I guess, perks of the line and uniqueness of the line is that it does color self-adjust on your skin. Self-adjust, meaning that once you apply the foundation on, the minerals start warming up and they're kind of looking for the pigments where to put in whatever color that's missing. So per each foundation color person, there could be like maybe 4 people. Okay, and the same goes for a person. They can go like variety of shades on themselves. So that's one of those, like, I guess, unique properties of this makeup. So we're gonna grab our kabuki brush. I already put some on my brush, but you can just grab any brush. I just dip right into it like this, okay? Now remember that the skin has to be completely clean and dry, meaning you cannot have moisturizer, you cannot have a primer, nothing. Literally, you washed it in the morning and you waited until it's completely dry. And yeah, you can sprinkle, that's fine. I like to kind of just go right into it because it's so tiny. And then what I like to do, I don't like to just go brush it off like this because I think it's wasting. I turn it upside down and I tap. When you tap it, all the excess goes deeper inside. So you're actually preserving some of that.
Okay.
So here are 2 ways to do this. First way, you apply blush first, and then you apply the foundation around it. Second way, you can apply the foundation, but only in the places that you need, and don't forget where remember where you applied it so that you don't overlap the blush. So normally I do reverse, but I want to show you this way also, so you kind of have an idea of both. So one side we're going to do foundation first, and then the other side we're going to do blush first. So I'm going to do the foundation. We're going to just like go like this. I'm not going to go into this area here because I know I'm going to be applying blush. So just buff it, buff that foundation. Look in the mirror. I'm going around that area. Okay, so you're going to cover the ground wherever you need it. As you can see, I didn't touch this area because I'm going to be applying blush in that area. Okay, so put it where you need it. If you want a more, I guess, precise application, use a smaller brush, smaller kabuki brush or a smaller stippling brush, whatever you feel comfortable with, and apply it. Now, on the other side, I'm going to start with a blush. So pick a blush, whichever blush works for you. Let's see which one I want to put on. Flirt. Okay, Flirt works. So the same idea, dry face.
Okay, I'm using Precious because we
Huh?
like Precious.
Isn't it fun?
It is.
You're gonna grab your blush brush. You're gonna dip it. Remember, this is extremely pigmented, like very pigmented. You're gonna have like a red dot if you're gonna take too much.
Okay.
So you're gonna grab this, right?
Okay.
And I like to put my pinky on my face. And I'll tell you my pinky, because this gives me a lot of control. And if you have pretty steady hand, you can just go for it. But I like, whatever I'm doing, I like to put the pinky on and just do it. Whether I'm doing an eyeliner, a lip liner, I'm always using my pinky as something that will help me support my hand so it doesn't shake a little bit or whatever. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go to the side where you didn't apply foundation.
This side.
And I'm putting my pinky down. You don't have to do it. This is just something that I'm, throwing out there. And I'm going to just apply.
Oh, it is pigmented.
Yes, it's really a lot of pigment. That's why it's good to just kind of take a little bit first. Even with a ton of light on me, you can still see it. Okay. Then you're gonna pick up your foundation brush. We're gonna be on the same area. So we're gonna grab a foundation brush.
Okay. Do we have to add more? Do we have to add more foundation?
If you have enough, then it's fine because we're doing the other side where we didn't put foundation. So whatever you want, as long as you have foundation on it.
Okay.
Okay. And now remember, you see where my blush is?
Yes.
So I'm not going to go like around it and try to, because that's impossible, right? So we're going to go only in the places where we need it. Usually we need it where? Around our mouth area, right? Around our nose area, maybe around the eye area. So that's like wherever you do need it, you apply it. So in other words, you're not trying to draw around the powder, on your cheek, because that's not going to be possible. You can't even tell where it is.
Right.
There's no outline. So what you're going to do is you're just going to go around your nose a little bit, right? Eye, your forehead, I love to bring a lot of light onto my face, like in the front. Okay, so this foundation is the one that glows, and my light is hitting it so much it looks like I'm literally glowing, but it's actually
I know.
But
I have some sunlight coming in, and it's glowing good.
So you're gonna apply it here, right? Usually like where there's a little bit of redness here, right? Wherever you need it, you know your face the best, right? So that's where you're going to be putting it. And of course here I like to put, and if you want to put it on the neck, go crazy with it. As long as you don't apply it where you applied your blush. Now, for this part on this side, right, where we actually applied only the foundation, right, we're going to grab the blush, same situation, same story, gently apply it just on your cheekbones there. By the way, this foundation and blush, you can use every single day. Just you'll apply the full foundation all over, and then you would apply blush as you would any other makeup. It's actually really good. It grabs on really well onto the skin. It's an amazing foundation that I use myself all the time. It's wonderful. So it's not just limited to Shabbat. You can use it all week long. You'll just actually use it regular and, apply the full foundation first.
Right. That is a beautiful blush. I love this blush.
Well, I agree with you.
Okay,
Okay.
we got the blush.
So
Now, the blush, because you said cannot overlap, can you keep adding to the blush though?
yes.
Yeah, okay. We're going to add a little bit more.
You can keep adding and adding and adding all day long. You can reapply. But do you see how we are using different brushes for different colors? Now, with foundation and the blush, it's pretty easy to keep them separate, right? Because you're not going to use foundation and a blush for the same product. But
Right.
it's tricky when you're doing eyeshadows, okay? So when you're doing eyeshadows, and it's not including in the sampler kit because those are kind of, you know, blues, greens, you know, those are just as is retail sizes. But when you're applying the colors for the eyeshadows, you have to have a separate brush as well.
Right.
Right? So the reason why is because you're going to be overlapping, and you cannot overlap, and you cannot use the same. So it has to be separate brushes completely for your eyeshadows. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So since we don't have the eyeshadows in the kit, we're going to be creative. And this is where you did something really smart. You used the blushes for eyeshadows, right? Do you want to walk us through that?
Yes. I actually use the blushes and the lip powders.
Oh my God, I love it.
I did. And I got really creative with the eyeshadows. Why not? Why not? And I got creative with an eye look, and I said, these colors are so pigmented, as you mentioned, and I created an eye look that was eye-popping and gorgeous.
Ooh, so do you want to demonstrate some of it? Let's do it. Let me repeat after you.
I did.
Let's reverse the roles for a minute.
I did. I actually, because I did fall in love with Precious. I had to. And I actually went in with one of the foundations because it was so light, and like you said, it actually has a glow. It actually has a glow to it, and it was bare. It was bare.
You used it as an eyeshadow?
I did. I went underneath the brow bone.
Oh, you use it as a highlighter. Oh, that is genius.
I did. Here it is.
Do you guys see that she's genius? I mean,
here it is.
Wow, let's try it. Okay, let me open it up.
And because it has so much glow to it, you are actually going to highlight underneath that brow bone.
Wow. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. So we go right underneath that brow bone.
Ooh.
With it. Do you see how that highlights?
Oh, wow. I love it. Let me try with just my finger. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in on the other side.
Oh, you're right. Oh, I love this.
Isn't it amazing?
Such a great highlight.
I mean, it's amazing how it just highlights underneath that brow bone. Amazing, isn't it?
I love it. Oh my God. You can even highlight maybe the inner corner of your eyes to bring some light.
You can. So, I mean, there's your brow bone highlight.
Oh my God, I love it.
There's your brow bone highlight. Yep. So now you need almost like a transition color.
So if you're gonna go without, so what we're trying to do here is we're trying to give you some tips on how to use the sampler kit more creative, right? So even though the whole purpose of a sampler kit is for you to test out small pots of colors before you commit to a big, retail version of it, the 5 gram size, we still are kind of pushing it a little bit further and a little bit outside of that, narrative, to give you some, I guess, tips and tricks, right? I mean, you have all these powders, you might as well use them. By the way, I want to tell you something else. These powders can be mixed with your liquid foundation.
Oh.
Yeah, so the rest of my line, that's traditional organic liquids and creams, you can actually play with the undertones by adding some of the blushes into your foundations, or some of the powder foundations into the liquids or creams. That way, if you need a foundation to have a little bit more of a redder undertone, you can put a little bit of like a redder blush. So it's so versatile. It's so cool. Another thing you can do is, let's say we'll take a lip powder, right? The red lip powder. What you can do is you can customize your own nail polish. We're not talking Shabbat now. We're talking outside of Saturday, right? What you do is you take a clear nail polish, you dip it into the powder, and then you apply it onto your finger, and it stays on dead. Like, it's really strong. So
Wow.
you can actually mix and match. You can also put, because they're pure pigments, so you can actually put one of these pigments, whichever one you like, even from the eye shimmers, you can put them inside of, like, let's say a lotion, apply it onto your skin, and it'll be that shiny, shimmery effect. It's so beautiful. So you can actually mix and match, make your own mascara color, make your own gel for the hair. You can customize a whole look, have a whole theme, and do it on your own, and you're like basically in your own kitchen.
Amazing.
Which
Wow.
shadow are you using for transition shade?
Actually, I did like the mocha.
Yes, mocha is really good.
I love mocha. Love mocha. Now, when we go onto the other eye, can we use the same brush or no?
Yes. It
Yes.
has to be the same color on the brush, so it doesn't matter where you put it, as long as you're not overlapping anything. But if you're doing it on an empty space, like clean surface, you can put it on, of course, you don't need it per eye.
Okay. Now, another thing that I did not know, when we are applying it on the eye with the brush, can we blend it a little bit?
Of course you can, as long as you're not overlapping with another color. So I actually, I'm going to show you something quickly.
Okay.
With just random color, right? So let's say I'm using this brush, right? You see it's not so tiny, but it has a point. I'm going to dip into it, right?
Yes.
And I'm going to go, let's say right there.
Right.
Okay. Now, the rest of the eye, right? If I want to put in a second color, I'm not going to come near this color. I'm going to use a different brush completely. I'm going to pick up a totally different shade. I mean, if I'm using the same shade, I can obviously blend it out. I'm talking about a totally different shade. So I'm going to use, let's say, this shade here. It's probably going to be too red, but for the purpose of you seeing the difference. You see that color? So that color, I'm not getting close to them. So there's an empty space here.
Right.
So I'm putting one color, two colors, and then the third color I can, let's say, line my eyes with like a black pigment or whatever pigment you want. I'm going to take a tiny brush and I'm going to dip it in the color of the shimmers, right? Of the actual shimmers, and go right underneath here. So I'm going to have 3 colors. I actually have a tutorial on 3 shadows, which is right here.
Okay.
You have 3 shades, how to do 3, 2, and how to do fake lashes before.
Yes, I remember watching the 3 shadows. I loved that one.
Right? It's so bright.
Yes, I loved that one.
Did you actually get a chance to play with colors at all?
I did.
Good, good.
And I loved it. I loved it. But I want to get so creative with these shades. I want to use as many as possible.
Oh my God, I know. I'm obsessed with it myself. By the way, outside of Shabbat, you can use a little bit of like water and they will become like foil. They will,
Oh,
yeah, they're going to become like so much brighter. It's just on
right.
Shabbat you cannot do it.
So, like I said, I used the mocha as my transition, and at first I wasn't sure about the blending. So on one, I was like blending a little bit, and I'm like, oh, I'm not sure about this. I don't know about the blending. But I love this mocha. Love it. Because you could really build this too. You could really build the mocha, and I like it. So
Yes.
I wasn't sure about it, but now I know.
Absolutely. As long as that canvas is blank, you can do whatever you want.
Okay.
Another thing I'm going to mention is, since we're not supposed to be applying mascaras on Shabbat, you can do two things. You can either apply false lashes before Shabbat, and then you'll have it look like you have, you know, glam, long lashes, or you can apply mascara before Shabbat also. For the 3-day, when it's 2 or 3 day holiday, right? Like when it's Jewish New Year, Rosh Hashanah, or before Passover, sometimes we have 2-day of holidays, like a Shabbat holiday, and sometimes it actually goes into the Shabbat, so it's 3 days. So for those days, I actually love putting on fake lashes because they'll last me through the whole thing, and I don't have to worry about applying mascara, because you'll take a shower, whatever you're going to do, the mascara might rub off. So that's another trick to know, is to apply your lashes before Shabbat.
So you can apply mascara prior.
Oh yeah, you can put on whatever you want before. It's
I did not
on
know
the
that.
actual Shabbat that you can.
So on it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So before Shabbat, you can use your liquid creams, whatever you want. You can put a full glam. The problem is that you can't reapply it the next day. And waterproof makeup is not healthy. You need to take it off at night. It's not, it's going to destroy your skin. You know that. We go to sleep, we have to take our makeup off, right? So, but on Shabbat, you will want it to look nice the next day. So this is the alternative to that. You can remove your makeup at night, not clog your pores. And in the morning, when you have to go to synagogue, or you have to, you know, prepare, or you have guests, or whatever you want to do, you apply makeup actually on Shabbat.
Okay. I understand it now. I understand it now. Okay. So now we have our pick. You know, this was a big toss-up between the Glow and the Precious, because they are my two favorite. I love them. And it, you know, you have that little bit, and Glow is Glow. It is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then you have that Precious that has that really pinky pink. So I wanted to go into the inner crease a little bit.
Yes.
So, you know, you have to pick and choose, you know, which one was the darker. And so I went in with the Glow here.
That's a great shade. And by the way, you can also use some of these colors as bronzers, because, you know, if you're going to kind of skip the blush, you can just apply it as a bronzer, right, around your perimeter. Just don't use the foundation in those areas. So I always recommend, just to be on a safe side, right, guys, to apply your colors, like the colored part of it, first. In other words, your blushes or your bronzers or whatever you're going to be working with. If you are going to be doing the eyeshadows, right, if you're going to decide to do eyeshadows, do your eyeshadows first, in case you're going to have some powder falling out, right, like you took too much and it just kind of dropped. So you can actually wipe it off clean and then apply the rest of the makeup, because you cannot overlap it. So you're going to end up, you know, kind of ruining your makeup, and you have to erase all the foundation off and then reapply it. So this is what I recommend. Put all the colors first, right? And then apply the foundation last, because the foundation will just go around whatever you already did, and then you're done.
Right, right, exactly.
One more tip I want to share.
Yeah.
To not confuse the brushes. This is important, because if you if you do follow all the laws, I recommend putting a little sticker here, just writing, of course, before Shabbat, writing what you're using it for. So let's say you're using this one for mocha blush, you put mocha blush, right? Blush mocha. If you're using whatever other brush for, let's say, ivory or whatever color of the foundation you're using, you're putting it here and calling foundation. So you want to make sure to put it on the brush. You can remove the sticker and for the next Shabbat clean the brushes if you want to change the colors. Your foundation pretty much will probably not change unless you got a suntan or the suntan is off. But when it comes to everything else, like the blush, the eyeshadows, the liner, the lip, you want to write it down so you remember which color you used. And those brushes have to be specifically for Shabbat use, unless you're going to wash them, dry them, and reuse them.
Now, I had a question. I have what's called a color swatch.
Yes, yes.
If
Color changing pad.
Right. If I use this and then went on to this to clean it, is that good enough?
No.
No.
No, because you can't clean 100% all the pigments out of it.
Okay.
On any other day, it's a great tool. I have it also. I love it. I really do. It's just like 3 seconds. But unfortunately, you do have some pigments that are left, and they're going to overlap. So you want to grab. You can even grab those like what do you call it? One-time use brushes, but have them only for Shabbat, but don't throw them out. You can do that. Or you can do like my 4-in-1 brush that I'm obsessed with, right? The one that has everything in one.
Yes.
That one is my favorite for Shabbat use because I know that's for that.
Right. Right, exactly. So you have to actually thoroughly clean the brush.
If you want to reuse them for something else. But if they're new brushes and you just applied whatever you applied and you're going to reapply the same thing, you don't have to do anything. Just put them next to your Shabbat makeup on a shelf and let it, sit there until next Shabbat or the holiday.
Okay. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Okay.
You're going to be the pro in Shabbat makeup, Lori.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
I love it.
So then I went in with glow onto the inner crease.
Yes.
Again, without touching. I had made sure I did not touch and left little teeny tiny space. And I did go in with a different brush, even though this looks like the other brush. This is a tad bit smaller.
Small brushes actually work the best when you're doing small, detail work. Those are the best.
Yes. So I went in with the tip. I have my little handy dandy mirror here. So I went in with the inner crease right here. This is such a beautiful, I love this color.
Oh, it looks so pretty on you.
Love this color. And the first time I did it, it was so impressive because these shades actually, I swear they blend themselves. I really did. And
right?
I didn't know
Come on, it's so easy.
I did not know that much about Shabbat makeup. And here I am, I'm like this. Okay, there it is. I did not know that you could actually blend because on the other eye, I was blending a little bit. I said, I think this is against the rules. No, this is a no.
Oh.
I said, I don't think this is good.
You're adorable. You're adorable.
At least now I know blending is good. You can do it. It's not against
of course
rules.
You can. You should. Like, you can't just drop it over there, delivered it and dropped it. Like you.
I did do it. I did do it on one of the eyes, and you know what? It looked beautiful. It blended itself.
It worked, right? It warmed up and it did its thing.
That's right. Okay, see, I blended this. I left a little space. There is space. There is skin there, and there is skin there. So there is that. And then my ultimate favorite, Precious. My heart belongs to Precious. It does. It does.
Beautiful color. I love that color.
It is gorgeous. And you know what? To me, I think your best payoff is to go in with your finger with this.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
And I say just go in, tap it with your fingertip, just like so, and just go right onto the lid. Tap, 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 tap. But like you said, these are so pigmented. And as you can see, I am going on the lower end so that I have a little skin between where we laid the shade on the outer crease and the inner crease. Yes, I am smart with this. Because I did read and watch your video. Yes. Yes.
You're so good. I love it when people actually follow instructions, because I make it so simple. At least that's what I think. Like, I'm creating these little cards, little codes, like tutorials. You know, I love doing it, and I hope everyone just like you, like, actually watches them and learns, because I break it down very, very into small pieces. You know, so I'm happy that you actually took advantage of it.
I do. And you know what? I am a user of multiple shades. So I want to make sure that if I want to put an extra shade somewhere, I can do it. That's why I made sure that I have space here. I have space here.
I love it. You're so calculating and like, oh, I love it.
I am going to make very sure that if I want to put an extra color, I'm thinking this out.
Oh my God. It's so good.
Definitely thinking this out, because I have some more shades here. I have some more shades here, and we are going to use them up, and we are going to get creative here.
Oh, so exciting.
Definitely. That's right.
Don't forget your lip color in the end.
Oh, we're not forgetting anything. We are not forgetting.
You can use those lip colors also as eye colors if you want.
We're dipping into that right now.
I'm just going to sit back, relax, and watch you do it. Watch you do your thing.
So now we are actually going to dip into one of those lip powders.
Ooh.
We're going to go in with the deepest one, which is, actually got to open it up. Which one is your deepest lip shade in the light?
You know what? I think burgundy.
Burgundy Boom?
Burgundy is the deepest shade. Like, it's really deep.
Yes. So we actually go in with our angled brush. With my angled brush here.
Uh-huh.
We're going to go into this little teeny tiny space right here that we left.
Oh, wow. You're good. Wow. Okay.
Because we don't have that much space there, but we do have skin there. So we're just going to tap very little, because you know this is pigmented. And we are going to put some definition here. Right there.
Oh, nice.
Right there. We're not touching nothing. We're not overlapping. We had dead skin there. Look at that.
That's pretty. I love it.
Is that gorgeous?
That's very pretty. Oh, wow.
Yep. We're going to the other side. Yep. That's why I made sure that I only stuck in the middle with Precious. I wasn't going to go all the way to the end, and I wasn't going to go all the way to the inner with it. So we're going to tap right here.
Mm.
Look at that.
Move your face a little bit over. No, the other way. There you go. Oh, it's gorgeous.
Isn't that?
Uh-huh. Wow, Lori.
Well, now we can't forget that inner corner. We have dead space there. Yes, we do. And we have a nice clean brush for that inner corner.
Wow, look how easy. I mean, you're literally going to use up all of your brushes by the time you're done. You know that, right?
That's right. That's right. But why not? Why not? You made all of these beautiful shades, and why not take advantage of them? That's the way I am looking at this. You know, I mean, we have almost completed the perfect eyeshadow look here.
I love it.
We're going to do it. We are going to do it. So we are going to take that under the brow shade, which is Bare. And we're going to glow up that inner corner. So we just tap, tap, tap. I just have a little bit right in the cap here. Perfect. Right in the top. And right there. Right there.
Oh, it's lovely. Oh, it's so pretty.
It is. Now, here's the theory here. You have clean skin right here.
Yes.
Put it on there. Put it on.
You're not overlapping, are you? Are you cheating?
I'm not cheating. I am not cheating. We can put it on there because we put it on the inner corner where there was clean skin. We could leave a hairline space where there's clean skin and put it right there. Right there.
Wow, you really went for it.
That's right. Right there. We're going to make it pop. We are going to make it pop. Right there.
You're really utilizing all your real estate.
So,
love it.
There we go. And we have space. There it is.
Did you see that? She what was it, like 4 colors, 5 colors? That's amazing.
We have 1, 2, 3. We actually utilized, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow. You beat me by 2. That was really fun. Oh my God. Now what lipstick are you going to wear? Lip powder are you going to wear?
You know what? I'm going to make you choose it. You choose the lip powder.
Berry, whichever one. Berry is also a nice color. It's the one I'm wearing.
We have berry. Berry bronze.
Yeah. So that one is a little bit more like, I guess, on the berry side-ish.
Oh, you have berry bronze on?
Yes.
I don't want to wear the same shade you have on.
Well, you know how it works when we wear the same dress. Somebody gets the wine on it. Hey, listen. Only one can have that dress on.
This is true.
Always calling before going out. If I don't see you in the same dress, I'll spill wine on you. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. But it's a good idea, yes?
Yes. I'll go with the other shade. I'll go with rosy pink.
Okay. You can mix them. You don't have to do one or the other. You can mix them all.
I can mix? I
Of course
thought
you
we can't mix.
Well, you're mixing the color. Well, that's actually a good question. Can you mix it before?
Don't get me in trouble. Don't get me
You know
in
what?
trouble.
Let's forget about it. I'm just okay. Don't mix it. Don't mix it.
We're not mixing.
No.
That's against the rules, I think.
I don't know about. I don't know if you know. That's a great question. Can we mix the colors ahead of time and then use it because we now made it into a different color? You just gave me an idea. Okay, so for now we're not gonna mix because whatever, we don't know yet. But in any case, I'm gonna actually have to run this by the rabbi and see if we can do something like that. Because listen, you know, a lot of ingredients go into creation of one color anyway, right? So
Okay, you know what I'm gonna do?
what?
I'm gonna meet you halfway.
Ooh.
I'm going to put berry bronze on outside to almost middle, and I am gonna put the other shade in the middle of the lips.
But how are you going to blend them? Because you cannot blend them.
I'm not gonna blend it. I am gonna put rosy pink right here and right here.
Holy cow, I love it. Let me see.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Okay. Here we go with the berry bronze. Okay. Here we go. Wish me luck. Elena, wish me luck.
Good luck.
And the cap. Now, let me ask you this. Can we go one side of the lip brush and then the other for the other color?
I think it's fine, but I don't think the rabbi will allow it because it might actually, cross-contaminate somehow.
Okay, then you know what we're going to do? We're going to use the lip brush, and then for the middle of the lip, we're going to use our finger.
Okay.
That's what we're going to do.
Hey, whatever works, right?
We're gonna pull it off. Okay. Okay. How are we doing so far?
Good, but do you have enough pigment there in the cap?
You know what? We'll go a little bit more.
Yeah, go crazy with it.
Oh, we're gonna go crazy. We have pigment.
Oh, now you're talking. See? So much more pigmented, right?
Oh yeah. And you know what? It has a nice little sparkle to it.
Yes, it has a shimmer to it, yes.
Okay. Look at that.
I love it. Oh my God.
We're both learning something today.
I'm telling you, this was just perfect.
Okay. We have empty space.
Well, well, well. Let's see. How are you going to pull this off without overlapping?
We're not going to overlap. Now this is where just that little pigment in the cap is going to do.
Uh-huh.
You know what? Might have to use our pinky for this one. I have nails though, so you know what?
You can use like the back of your finger.
The back of my finger, as in, oh, the knuckle? Okay, we'll do that. We're gonna put this shade on every knuckle we have.
Well, there's a new way to apply lip powder.
Look at that.
Lori, I love it.
We did it.
Oh my God.
And you wanna know something? You could actually see a little space.
Wow, you pushed the limits here, big time.
We did it. We did it. We did it.
Lori, that looks really gorgeous. It really looks gorgeous. Wow.
We did it. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I mean, you could see it in different lighting. I wanted everybody to see it in different lighting and how it looked. It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Gorgeous.
Yay!
We did it. We did it. We overstepped so many boundaries that maybe people would be scared to do. And I'm glad we had this.
I love it. I really do. I really had fun. Oh my God. Did you guys have fun? I had a lot of fun.
I had a blast. I had a blast.
And I thought I was the expert.
I had such a blast, you know, and I learned so much today that I didn't know doing the makeup the first time with the Shabbat kit. Because when I did it and did my first video for my viewers, I was so scared doing it. Like I said, I was doing a one swipe and said, oh, I don't think this could be blended. I don't think that is acceptable.
You tried, and you know what? It was without my guidance, and you did amazing. Really, you did.
Yeah. And like I said, to me, it seemed like they blended themselves.
Yeah.
And it came out beautiful. I mean, you saw it. It came out beautiful.
I loved it. I really enjoyed it. Lori, I want to thank you so, so much. I hope you all enjoyed it. This was kind of like an idea that came to my head. I said, hey, why don't we just play makeup? I mean, whatever. And look at this. It turned into like an hour-long tutorial and a conversation. And I mean, I loved it. Thank you so much for finding the time. Thank you for joining me. I hope we're going to do more of these in the future. You're adorable. And I'm going to probably make another tutorial using your method.
Thank you for having me, Lena.
Thank you. Good night, everyone. Till next time.
Till next time.